Good morning, friends, and welcome back to my channel for another makeup related video. Today it is beautifully snowing, although I wasn't hoping for it to snow today because I have to go out and run errands. It always happens that way. It is beautiful to wake up to. I'll change my mind when I have to go out, but it is beautiful. I hope you enjoy the little bit of a scene. I don't know if the camera actually picked up the snowing, but it is snowing really strongly right now. So while it's snowing out there, today we are going to go through my single eyeshadows and my eyeshadow sticks and basically eyeshadow things that don't come in a pan. I do have a couple in here that have like 2 shades in them, maybe 3, but I think they're all like 2. The reason why I'm doing this one separately from my other eyeshadows is because these are stored separately. These honestly have not been used for the most part in a long time, and they're just kind of their own journey, and I want to actually take the time to individually look at each of them, swatch them, and decide if I should keep them. There will most likely be a declutter in this, so if you enjoy that, let's continue. Now, my eyeshadow journey started many years ago, and I loved the individual eyeshadows. I don't even know, outside of larger brands at the time like Urban Decay, if I realized that there were eyeshadow palettes. And that was for a long time. And so I always individually bought eyeshadows, and then as I got into eyeshadow palettes, I still wanted my individual eyeshadows because they were fun and it's what I was used to buying. And then over the years, I've stopped buying them. And then over more years, I stopped using them. And now it's really hard for me to reach for individual shadow shades. I've tried storing them right next to my mirror. I've tried storing them in my eyeshadow spaces. I've tried storing them in so many places. And I think I'm just, for the most part, with very few exceptions, kind of over the single eyeshadow phase of my life. So with that, I'm going to try to be ruthless in this, knowing that I don't reach for many of these products. If you see a product in here that I did reach for this year, it is probably because it was rolled into a project pan or because I received it in an Ipsy and I wanted to try it right there with you, but I probably didn't use it much after that. Okay, so like I said, this is individual eyeshadow type products that includes liquid eyeshadows and stuff like that because they are still single shade things. This video is going to take us a little bit of time because I am going to try to swatch as many as possible. So if you like to grab a snack, a drink, sit down, get comfortable, or maybe you're watching while doing some chores or cleaning up Christmas. I know I still have to do that too. I'm just gonna dig straight in and see what there is. Okay, so first we have this one from INT Cosmetics. This is the Goodness Gold eyeshadow, and this is an example of an eyeshadow color that I would reach for. But have I reached for it? Probably maybe once this year, if at all. It kind of has a smell to it now, so I'm not even going to swatch it. I am just going to say goodbye. It is a beautiful color, and I do remember loving it, but it's time for that one to go away. So our first declutter right off the bat. Woo! Okay. And we have this from ColourPop. This is their Super Shock in the shade Sailor. And I've had this one for a really long time, but only this year, through the help of a project pan, was I actually able to use it and remember that I owned it. And since rolling it out of that project pan, I have since used it quite a few times. It still smells fine. It smells like it is working really well. I hope that is showing up for you guys. I have not hit pan yet, but there is a significant dip in there, and we're just gonna swatch it. It is starting to feel maybe like it's drying out a little bit. I don't know which side of the arm I should do that on. That side maybe? I don't know, let's try the other side. I just took my watch off, so I'm sorry you're seeing those. Oh yeah, that swatch is better there. So definitely a topper shade for me, a beautiful shade. Still feels soft on the skin, it still works beautifully. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it, but I am going to note that this is starting to get a little dry, so I might need to part with this soon. So I'm going to try to use it as much as possible before I hit that point. Next I have this one. I don't even know how to say that. Hopefully you can read it. This is their cream metallic foil eyeshadow in Doha. I have no idea. I know I'm messing that up. I want to say this was something that I received in an Ipsy or a BoxyCharm, you know, something along those lines. It also has kind of an older scent to it. I wouldn't say it's a bad scent, but it's definitely one that you could tell it's starting to go bad. So I'm going to go ahead and part with this one and not even swatch this one either. Since we've just decluttered two along the same shade colors, let's just go into this other shade color that's similar. This is by City Color Cosmetics. This is their shimmer shadows. I actually have two of them, so we're going to talk about both. But first up is the Cheers to Life. I don't even know if this brand is still around. I don't know. I really enjoyed these two. I felt like they worked well together, but also on their own. I don't know if you can tell, but it is starting to look dry. I don't feel like it has too much, like there's a little bit of an offset, just the tiniest bit, like it's starting to turn. And this is a big pan, so I feel like maybe I should hold on to it. So let's swatch it. Okay, it's still pretty soft. It still has beautiful color. That is beautiful still. That is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, and I don't think I have anything like that in my collection. I can't tell if the smell that I am smelling is like the natural smell for this product or if it's a bad smell. And that's what I'm struggling with. I'm gonna put that in the maybe pile because I really love that color. Let's just look at the other one real quick. This is the It's a Girl shade, and this one was another one that I used to love. I used to reach for this all the time. There is a little bit of a dip down there. Okay, this one has a similar scent, but it's actually stronger and smells old. So, okay, so that's making me think that the other one is turning and this one has like fully gone bad. So I'm not even going to swatch this one. I'm going to declutter that, and because it is that scent and I believe that this is on its way out, I'm going to go ahead and be safer for my eyes and part with this. But I do want to find a shade like this. I honestly don't think I have a shade like this in my collection outside of these individual shadows. So I want to take a deeper look and see if I can either find something like this in my collection or if I can find something like this out there that's new. Okay, then over here we have Shania B Miami. I believe this is, yeah, this is an eyeshadow duo. And I believe this was an Ipsy thing, an Ipsy or BoxyCharm, you know, one of those things. It's just this cute two-pan thing. We've got some flamingos in there. Really, really cute. I did enjoy this when I first got it, but I kind of forgot about it. Oh, I wonder. Okay, I have a video idea. I wonder if these shades would work for it. Let's give them a swatch. Oh my goodness, that is so soft. That is so soft and beautiful. Okay, it swatches a little bit more orange than I was thinking. I was thinking it was going to be more peachy, but I think my idea might still work. Let's swatch the shimmer. Oh, the shimmer is so soft. That is so soft. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, I'm going to keep those. I don't even know if you can see that last one there. But we're going to go ahead and keep that for now. Maybe if I put this next to it. Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep that one for now, and we're gonna try to purposefully give it some love. Okay, right here we have this Lucky Chick liquid eyeshadow. Oh, in the shade Rose Quartz. This, again, I want to say was in an Ipsy or something. And it is a really pretty package, but I'm kind of afraid of liquid shadows. Hey, look, it actually is made to look like a lipstick in there. But it opens up. You can see it's cracking. It's probably just because it needs to be shaken. Let me shake it real quick. Okay, I have been trying to shake this up, and you can tell it's kind of filling, but not that much, which tells me it's a very, very thick product. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh no, that smells so bad. Okay, so this one is definitely going to go away. I'm not even going to swatch it, but you can kind of see what the applicator is. It's definitely very thick. I don't know if that's because it's gone bad or not. But it has definitely turned because that smell is not good. So we're going to part with that one. Okay, here we have, let's see, 2 of the Revlon Color Stay Glaze Sticks. These all have like a buffering, can I get it off? Goodness, that is stuck. What about this one? There we go. These all have like this tiny little buffer sponge on the end, which is really fun at the beginning, but then when you realize you can't really clean these well, they don't get used anymore, even when I do use these. So this one I actually have used a few times this year, at least a few times, but I don't love it, and it's kind of a looser product in there, and it is starting to smell as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and part with this one. This is the one that I used the most. I don't even know if I used this other one, so I'm gonna part with the shade Glitz. And if you like these type of products, this one was really fun to work with, and I would recommend that. The other shade is Sapphire. Again, oh yeah, this one I actually didn't use much. I used a couple times, but I didn't use it because the actual like mechanism is kind of broken, and so it just gets flat because it hits the top of the cap. It was a really beautiful shade, but I'm gonna go ahead and part with that. Then kind of along the same lines, we have newer to me products, which aren't new, but I believe I got them last Christmas. So not 2023 Christmas, but 2022 Christmas, probably. These are from ColourPop. These are their color sticks. These are ones that I bought at Target, and this one is in Donut Break and Clownin'. And they are both metallic shades. So this one I have used a few times. I enjoy it, but I forget about it. But this is a shade I don't think I have in my collection. It still smells fine. Let's give it a little swatch. We'll do that right here. Oh, it feels beautiful. Look at that. I need to use this. Oh my goodness, that would have been a great look for New Year's Eve. Not that I wore makeup on New Year's Eve, but if I had, that would have been perfect. All right, then this shade here, these were bought in a duo, I believe. And yeah, I used it maybe once or twice. There's not much use on it compared to the other one, but let's go ahead and swatch this. Oh, that is beautiful. I had originally bought this because I thought I was going to use it a lot with that Aurora Struck palette from ColourPop, and I clearly haven't. So maybe I need to store them with the palette I bought them to use with. Maybe that will help. All right, we're just going to go right in. This one is from Revlon. This is the this is the World War 84. This is the Wonder Woman line that they did. This is a Transforming Effects Eye Powders. It's a duo color. And you know what? Those are colors that are fun. But I've not opened this. I probably won't use these. I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one as well. No, I want to. Dang it, I don't know. I want to know what this formula is like. Okay, let's open it. let's open it and make a decision, because I believe it's one of those products that's old enough where I wouldn't want to give it away to somebody. So since it'll probably just end up in the trash if I declutter it, I want to know what the formula is like, and I want to see if it is something that I should have been using this whole time. Okay, so that is the packaging. Beautiful. So let's start with this purple side. Oh, is it a twist off? What the heck? Okay, I was not expecting that at all. It's like a little sponge end. And then does that mean that there's like cream formula in there? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. It smells fine. So we're gonna just see what this is. Oh my goodness. No. Oh, okay, so you pump it to try to get more product out. Guys, this is hilarious. I feel like I'm getting less and less, and I feel like I'm just cleaning the cushion. Hold on. Nope, if there is anything in there, it is dry. Let's try the other side just for funsies. Oh my goodness. Okay, same type of deal here. Let's do that right there so you can kind of see the initial color. It's very light. I don't know if that was how it was always. No, nothing's coming out. I will say that even if this was working, this is not a product application type I would ever want to use on my eyes. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. There is no way to sanitize that. There is no way to make sure that you're safe in using that around your eyes. The whole pumping action plus not sanitizing, no. No. That's a complete discard. I am so mad that that took up space in my life. If I had a channel back when I had originally got that, that would have been in the worst of makeup for that year, because that is bad. That is such a bad concept. I'm so sorry. If you love that concept, good for you. More power to you. That is not for me. Okay, then we have IBY Beauty Lush Eyeshadow Single in Dance Party. And that is beautiful. I don't know if you could tell, but the packaging on this is a green, a really dark green. Sometimes it looks black, but it's actually this like Christmassy green packaging. And it's really cheap packaging, but it's actually really cute. And we're gonna swatch that. Oh, I didn't even smell it first. It smells fine. And again, beautiful green, but in a lot of different lights, it looks more black. And then when I put it on, it looks a little bit more charcoaly green. Hopefully you are seeing the green shift in there. It is a beautiful, beautiful color, a beautiful shade. And honestly, again, I don't think I have anything like this in my other eyeshadow palettes. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one for now. Then we have from Elizabeth Mott Pop Goes the Shadow Premium Eyeshadow in Mermaid Teal. This one, again, I believe was in like an Ipsy thing. Look at that color. Oh my goodness, I forgot about this. It still smells fine. Let's feel it. Okay. It's a little, I don't want to say that it's like dry, because it might just be the type of formula and I can't really tell that, but it's soft but also like a little scratchy. But a beautiful, beautiful shade. Oh my goodness, look at that. Okay, I need to put this one also with my Aurora Lights palette and see if I have a similar shade in there. If I have a similar shade in my, Aurora Struck. If I have a similar shade in my Aurora Struck, then I will declutter that, but for now, I'm gonna keep this. And look at those two combined. Beautiful. And I have a single shadow from Ofra Cosmetics. This is Millennium White, and I did purposefully buy this one because I don't have anything like this in my collection, and I have used this a couple times. I think it's adorable. The packaging is so big for a single shadow, but you get a lot of product in there, and it comes with a mirror, so I actually do like that this one has a mirror. Normally with smaller products, I'm like, whatever. But this one, I really like it. And there's a lot in here. And I have brought this one in a couple times throughout this year. And I'm sure I will continue to use it. It is still so super soft. Still beautiful, beautiful color. Look at that. I don't use it often, but when I do use it, I am in love with that. Hey, look, those three make a beautiful color story too. Next we have from Coastal Scents the Revealed Smoky Eyeshadow Sampler. This is 2 colors from the Revealed Smoky Eyeshadow Palette. And this one, if you watch my channel, you saw earlier in the year because I use this through a project pan. This has 2 shimmery shades that both work beautifully and complement each other really well, but work well with other shades and other formulas. They do still smell fine, though they are very, very old in my opinion. This one here still feels mostly soft, but you could tell it's starting to dry out. It's definitely getting a little difficult to work with. Let's try that again. Let's see if I can get more. Let's give it a fair shot. Yeah, it's definitely more powdery, and you have to play with it a bit more to get it to work. But it is a beautiful shade, but it's not a shade that I really like in love with. Let's try the pinky shade with it. Again, it's starting to dry out. I can definitely feel a difference from when I first started to use it. But it's a beautiful, beautiful pinky shade, but it's definitely something that is harder to work with as it's getting older. So I think it is time to part with this. I don't even know if you can see it on my arm, but I really enjoyed this little palette. But again, I forgot about it. I wish I had more use in it when it was still at its at its peak time to use, but it is time to say goodbye. Okay, next I have this one from e.l.f. This is another Super Shock shadow. This is I believe their 8th birthday celebration shadow. Yeah, there's an 8 imprinted on the shadow. This is the It's My Party. I have never used this. I have never swatched this. I have never opened it, and I'm going to keep it that way for now. Not going to part with it because I want it and I want to use it, but I'm not going to open it and swatch it because something to know with ColourPop's Super Shock shadows is once you open them, they do start to dry out, some faster than others, and keeping that seal is important. So until I'm ready to use this, which I will be using this year, I'm going to keep it sealed. But it is a goldy color, and it might actually be, I think it was this one that it might be kind of similar to this, though this looks a little darker. That looks a little bit more coppier than copper. This one looks more gold. Okay, then I have this duo from Wing Me. This is the Ambitious Duo. This is another item from the Ipsy stuff. Beautiful, beautiful shades. And this is honestly, as I grew up, I got more into these type of colors, and then now I'm in completely different colors. I look at this and I'm like, oh, I remember when I used to wear nothing but those type of colors. And so I don't really reach for this that often, but let's go ahead and swatch it, and maybe that'll change my mind. This purple is very soft, but also powdery feeling. And it's a beautiful, beautiful color, but I feel like, can you see? It's like kind of sheer almost, and it really needs to be built up. Let's see if I continue to build that up. Okay, that's 2. That's much better. Can't really see the skin underneath as much. And 3, let's pat. Okay, with doing a 3rd with patting, that helps a lot. But I don't really want shadows in my collection that I have to work that much. Let's see how this shimmer works. The shimmer is definitely a little drier, a little bit more powdery, but as I'm rubbing it, it is getting softer. But you can hopefully see on the finger that there's definitely powdery moments there. And the initial swatch is actually really beautiful, but there's definitely some patchy moments in there. Let's give it another top. That is a beautiful color. If it was just this one, I would probably keep it. Oh my goodness, I don't know. I know I won't use this purple, But I really love this shimmer, and I don't know if I have anything like that. Let's see what my ColourPop Super Shock in Sailor, how close that is. I feel like it might be somewhat close. Okay, no, it's completely different. Oh my goodness. Do I keep that one for the one shade? I think I will, because it's not bad, and because I've used it a bit, I won't give it to a friend, and I won't part with it. It'll just go to the trash. So I might as well just keep it for now. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it for now. I'm gonna try to give it some love this year, and if I don't, then it will be decluttered next year. Okay, we are down to the last two products. They are both from e.l.f. and they are both the same type of product. They're liquid glitter eyeshadows. This one is Copper Pop and this one is Ocean Eyes. I have clearly not opened them, but we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that right now because I don't remember when I got these. I don't remember how old these are, so I probably wouldn't be able to pass it on to anybody if I did declutter it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just rip into these. Oh, come on. Oh, that is a lot shorter than I thought it was. Okay, look at that. Look at that. That's the product you're actually getting. Interesting. Okay, so we have these two. I'm going to start with the coppery one. I will say I like the packaging. This is actually really pretty packaging. I'm impressed by that. Okay, initial thoughts. The doe foot is interesting, but I think that that's a pretty standard doe foot for liquid eyeshadows. I don't use liquid eyeshadows obviously that much. You could tell there's not really much separation going on in there. There is a lot of glitter though. Oh my goodness. I don't think it smells bad. It just has a chemically smell, which I think is what it's supposed to kind of smell like. So let's go ahead and give that a swatch. Oh, that is beautiful. It is so wet. How do these work? I clearly don't use liquid eyeshadows. Is it supposed to be a topper? I don't know. It's a beautiful color, but it feels so wet. I'm going to let that kind of dry down while I swatch the next one. Same kind of deal with this. Same type of doe foot. Lots of sparkles. Oh, wow. That is beautiful. I want to do it just one there versus there. I kind of spread it out more. I'm going to let that dry down. So far, my initial thoughts are these are beautiful, but they're so wet, and I don't know how I would work with these on my eyes. Is this a thing I need to get into, or is this a thing that really doesn't matter all that much? They're still so wet, and I can feel them drying down, and as they're drying down, they're kind of getting a little, the skin is feeling a little tight. And I can tell you right now, I'm not going to want that on my eyes. But they're beautiful, beautiful colors. All right, let's let it dry down. We're still drying, but I wanted to come back and just use it the way that the instructions say. So the instructions say you're going to use the applicator to apply it, and then you're going to use your finger or a flat brush to kind of move it around and blend it in. So I'm going to also test that while these are all drying. Oh my goodness, that's a mess. Okay, let's try the blue. I'm not even putting on a full swatch, guys, and there is so much getting on that applicator. Oh, okay. Blending it out, I do not like. I don't like the feeling of that at all, and it's so messy. Okay, guys, this is still drying down for the ones that just have the swatches that aren't, that I didn't use my finger on. The ones that I use my finger on are dry. They don't have the skin underneath isn't feeling dry, but it just doesn't look great, and they're so messy to work with. And then these, my skin underneath is feeling very tight, and as it's drying down, it's not looking as beautiful. I don't know if you can tell, because on camera, from what I'm seeing, that blue looks gorgeous, but honestly, it looks just like a darker patchiness like this one. Hopefully, I can get an angle that you guys can see that. But I thinking that I'm probably not a liquid eyeshadow person, at least not in this stage of my journey. So we're gonna part with those two. Okay, so I just cleaned it off my arms, and I just wanted to show you that it left so many, I don't know if you can see that, but there's so much sparkles on my arms. And I was cleaning and cleaning. I'm gonna be sparkly for days. Okay guys, that is going to be all. Let's see our final numbers. So guys, we started with these 20 products and we are decluttering 11. So these 11 are going away, leaving us with just these 9. And I have to say, I am very, very excited about that. Now, all of the things that I decluttered, I am going to be having to trash them. Most of them, as you saw, are going bad. And then others, these aren't really products that you can share with people once you've used them or once they get past a certain age. So they are unfortunately going to go to the trash, and that makes me so sad. But it also is a good reminder to us all, we really do need to use the stuff we own, because otherwise we just end up trashing it and wasting it, and that's a waste of our money and a waste of our time and a waste of our space. I am very happy with my 9 products I decided to keep. I might even be transferring these to a smaller cube because I think I could fit it in one of those half-size ones, but we'll have to see. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe it encouraged you to look through the products you already own. Let me know if there's any product in here that you own and love, or product you wish you had owned. Let me know, do you like the Revlon thing that was just not for me at all? I want to know, because I love to know what others' makeup preferences are. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in a video very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.